All right, Charlie Gasparino back with us right now on some stunning developments. Republicans, I guess, combining some big projects here, huh?
Here's what we hear is the talk in particularly the Senate. We're getting this from our sources in Washington, sources inside the White House who are hearing this from their friends in the Senate and in the House, that there is talk right now about combining both the health care reform bill and the tax reform bill, which essentially is a tax cut, particularly a corporate tax cut, which, you know, has been pushing the markets higher in just about every day here, taking the corporate tax rate down from 35% to 15%, but putting all that in one bill, possibly, to expedite matters. As you know, the president's whole legislative agenda has been jammed up for a lot of reasons, including the Russian probe. But clearly, there's talk in the House and the Senate about restarting it in a major way, because everybody's got to, particularly in the House, they have to run again in 2018. So one of the solutions I hear to get it done all at once, and I'm hearing this from White House sources, who are hearing it directly from their sources inside Congress, is that there is talk about maybe combining both health care and tax reform into one bill to get it through and to get something going here, particularly before the end of the year. I mean, here's the thing that everybody's worrying about, Neil. It's simply this, that if you don't get tax reform done this year or sometime soon, you know, the clock is ticking, and you're not going to get it done during an election year when people have to raise money. Congress is out of town a lot. It's going to be a morass. So you have to get it done this year. What's the easiest way to do it? Is possibly combining these two very contentious issues together, and then hopefully getting enough Republicans on board to support whatever reform effort. But this is, we should point out, this is just talk. We reported out there, I reported, because I like to tell people not what happened, what is happening, and this is pretty key. It gives you an insight into just how nervous the Republicans are about not passing some sort of reform through, economic and health care reform through, before the end of the year, leaving it till next year, where they may not be able to do it, and they're also facing thorny midterm elections, which, you know, if they don't get something done, there's a good chance that they're going to follow the route of the conservative prime minister of Britain and possibly, you know, lose the majority. I mean,
real quickly though, that tax cut thing hinges on what's done in the health care front. You combine the two into a bill. I mean, that would be a huge undertaking.
It would, but, you know, listen, I think they're getting desperate at this point. I think that's what you're seeing now. They need to get this through. We are getting this from the White House, though. They are, so my sources inside the White House saying there's definitely talking about it. Not saying it's going to happen, but they're definitely talking.
All right, thank you, buddy. Charlie Gasparino.